How do you build a race car on a budget? We came to our $2,000 challenge to ask the competitors just that.
The best tip I've got for building a race car on a budget is to get good tires and then make them fit on the car. We got that here a little bit. The main thing for good tires is a good compound. Normally you got to do a lot of testing to get the right compound, but you can cheat a little bit by reading Grassroots Motorsports because they run a tire test almost every month. So read the tire test, learn what the good compounds are, get the right compound. After compound, it's all about width. Width is probably more important than height, but you do need to have wide tires. Wide tires are generally faster. And then the height is the third thing. A shorter tire usually gives your car better acceleration because it's a higher gear ratio. Once you've got the tires identified that you're gonna run, that are gonna make you faster, then all you gotta do is make them fit, and that's all about getting the right wheel to fit the tire and then making the wheel fit the car. So on a budget, you might have to do something like getting a wheel with the wrong bolt pattern and then run an adapter to adapt the bolt patterns so that you can make the wheel bolt to the car. I would feel comfortable running adapters at an autocross if you've torqued them correctly. They might be a little bit sketchy if you're trying to run Daytona.
So my top 2 tips for building a race car on a budget are: number 1, doing everything yourself, never buying new, doing your best to manufacture your own parts. And then number 2 is building connections and talking with the community and learning and growing from them. I think our largest component on our car that we built ourselves is the exhaust manifold. We designed it in SolidWorks, ran through several iterations, and then we pie cut everything and welded it all together ourselves for just the price of the steel.
For us, a lot of it is smart shopping. So we spent a lot of time on Facebook Marketplace, on local forums, Facebook groups, things like that, to find deals that would work from a budget perspective. So the reason that we got this car so cheaply is when we bought it, it looked like that. So it's a little tough to do a test drive with a car that has no wheels, but the good news is they typically are sold pretty inexpensively. Try and start with a platform that you like that's going to perform well. If you don't want to do a lot of modifications, it's always beneficial to have something that is already going to do well in stock form and that you can improve on.
My advice would be to get a car that, 1, already runs, and 2, as modern as possible. They seem to work better than the older cars and are more reliable. Look at salvage auctions. This particular car came out of a Copart auction. I think auction cars, if they have minimal damage but still run, it's pretty easy to fix, like suspension items or mechanical things, rather than have to deal with engine problems or swapping a whole engine. That takes a lot of time and commitment. So in our experience, if you can find a car that's running or almost running, it's always a better plan.
Support brands who support Grassroots Motorsports. Get your chemical solutions from CRC Industries. To learn more, visit crcindustries.com. Want to see more content like this? Make sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video. And for more, visit us online at grassrootsmotorsports.com.